I've suffered from migraines for quite some time now. In fact, I started having migraines when I first started having children, which was about 26 years ago. Migraines can take away days of your life, and it affects the quality of your life. For me, they would go up and down. I would have a migraine start on one day, and then it would start to fade, and I would be able to function somewhat normally, but it would always be there in the back of my head, and then maybe it would get worse the next day. This would go on sometimes for a week at a time. About a year and a half ago, I got very tired of feeling this way and felt guilty because my family suffered from this as well. When I would have a migraine, I would have to lay in bed and just, it wasn't like I was sleeping, I just couldn't be up. It was like I'd been poisoned, is the best way that I could describe the feeling. So about a year and a half ago, I decided to start taking a medication called Topamax. Topamax is prescribed for seizures and also for migraines. I was a little nervous about it because there are some pretty bad side effects to Topamax, one of them being brain fog. You can feel jittery, shaky, sleepy, confused, so on and so forth. For me, I didn't really have much of that. It seemed like a godsend at the time because I was able to function for the first time in ages and went for months with no migraines. But on the downside, my hair started falling out in chunks. I stopped having periods and started having hot flashes. And I did lose quite a bit of weight. At first, that wasn't a bad thing because I had about 10 pounds that I wanted to drop. But then I started to lose a little too much weight, and looking back through photographs, I can tell that I really wasn't at a healthy weight. So I decided to wean myself off of it. And then through a process of just research, etc., came to the conclusion that I needed to be following a low carb or a ketogenic diet. And I've been doing that on and off since about Thanksgiving time. But I really struggle with sticking to it. So every time I mess up and fall off the keto bandwagon, I end up getting a headache. And yesterday was a pretty rough day for me because I could feel the migraine coming on. I actually broke down and decided that I was going to start taking Topamax again, which was not a good moment for me. My family was agreeable with it because they don't like me suffering from migraines either. But I spent the entire night dreaming about all the bad side effects that happened with Topamax. So today I got online and started doing more research, and of course all roads seem to lead back to keto or a low carb diet. Here's my thing. I keep messing up. I have a really hard time staying on the keto diet, and I think that is because of boredom. So for those of my friends in the YouTube community that are following a low carb diet or a ketogenic diet more specifically, what are some things that you use to keep from being bored? What are some things that you do to stay in ketosis? What do you do to keep yourself from feeling like you're going to die of boredom? How do you combat the cravings? There is a chocolate brand called Lily's that I was thrilled to discover that actually sweetens their things with stevia, which is great, and erythritol, which is fine too. However, I think that when I am eating those things, psychologically it messes me up because then I start to crave other carbs. Even though Lily's brand chocolate bars are perfectly acceptable for a keto diet, it makes me want to eat more, and then I screw up. So I guess this is my plea for help to everyone. Tell me what you do. Leave in your comments below. Tell me how you've dealt with your cravings. Also, if you struggle from migraines, what has worked for you? What is a natural thing that you've done that has helped you at least manage your migraines or completely get rid of them altogether? I really appreciate your help. I'm looking forward to everyone's comments and can't wait to see what I can learn from you guys. Thanks so much for watching.